Good evening. Just wanted to give a quick Mont-Tremblant Trifecta weekend race recap. Race occurred the 15th and 16th of June. Saturday and Sunday, fantastic venue. We had an ultra, we had a beast, we had sprints, we had supers, we had kids races. We literally had everything you wanted. Weather was perfect. Very mild weather. Started at 9 degrees in the morning Saturday, went up to 17 degrees. Fantastic running weather even for the ultras running the course. The ultra course itself, I enjoyed the design. I will concede that it was easier than last year's design. However, great course. I love the service rows that we ran up, especially that first 2-3 kilometers up. It was a gradual ascent, which we could pick, we could actually run the course. And then it transformed into very technical trails in the bush where we were climbing about 400 meters of elevation gain in very technical terrain. So it was good, fair balance. The obstacle placement, phenomenal throughout the course. Loved the way that they would put 3 obstacles kind of back to back that tested the same type of muscles. So like, for example, monkey bars, and followed by immediately you had the Atlas carry type of deal. Back-to-back, very physical obstacles. I've seen pro racers this weekend fail obstacles that they shouldn't be failing, which is a testament to the difficulty of the course. Penalty loops, I felt that they were just. I just did the Olympus penalty loop myself. It was a straight down, straight up, but not very long. It was about 100 meters, so it was easy to recover from a failed obstacle. One constructive criticism pertaining to the course layout is, especially for the ultra and the beast on the Saturday, our guests or our spectators didn't see us until we were near the end. So for the ultra loop, we came down the mountain. It was about kilometer 23 because there was a mistake done on the course itself that we didn't do the ultra loop on the first loop. Our spectators would see us really from a distance at the transition area, and then we were sent right back up the mountain. We didn't hit any of the obstacles that were in the spectator area at that point. So it was only after our second loop that the spectators saw us. So for example, my spouse was at the venue waiting for me to cheer me on. She had to wait about 7 hours and 40 minutes before she even saw me do my first obstacle. And then I was probably 10 minutes in the spectator area and came to a finish. That being said, loved the course, loved the obstacles. I would probably recommend though that we hit those obstacles in the spectator area at least twice, just to keep the crowd engaged with what we're doing and being able to cheer us on, because they did come a long ways to cheer us on. As stated earlier on, diverse terrain. We had loose rocks, we had crushed stone, we had compacted roads, we had trails, we had easy technical trails, we had extremely difficult technical trails in the ultra loop. One critique, we didn't do the ultra loop on the first loop, we did it on the second loop. So there was some miscalculation. I anticipated a 46-kilometer race due to my first loop. Got up, was pointed towards the ultra loop that added an extra 8K right off the get-go, of 4Ks down in an extremely technical trail, and then 4 kilometers up on no trail. We were walking on top of dead trees, fallen trees, extremely difficult terrain. I personally ran out of water on that course. I've spoken to a lot of my competitors. They also ran out of water. So for a racer safety perspective, a penalty, not the penalty, but the ultra loop on the second go, we should get a fair warning to fill up our water bladders before hitting it. Very difficult on the racers, and it could become dangerous at some point if we run out of water. And we were kind of committed at that point. There was no giving up or walking off the course, because you had to come back, or else you were just stuck in the middle of nowhere. No ATV trails to come and get you. So that's one of my little critiques for this one. Pros, abundant water stations, volunteers were excellent. Couldn't want anything better for the volunteers. All Spartan staff was amazing. You had a concern, they immediately updated you. If they didn't have an answer, they'd go get an answer, come back to you. They went over and above all weekend. Really appreciate it. excellent venue. Mont-Tremblant is one of my favorite venues to attend. Love the Quebec area. Beautiful views, beautiful terrain. I prefer it than Blue Mountain. I don't like running on the clay necessarily because you're power hiking most of it. Course was a little bit easier than last year, but I did like that it was different. I like running a different course. It's great. So hopefully next year, course changes slightly. This year we actually went on the north side of the mountain where the Mont-Tremblant village is. Only hit one obstacle on that side. However, we had beautiful views of the village. And we had a large spectator gathering there as well, just to bring our spirits up, especially on the second ultra loop. Cons. Something I felt Spartan needs to improve this year, the penny itself. This is cheap. If you look at last year's penny right there, that's a quality penny. This one here, it looks like a tank top on me or a belly shirt, and I'm not very tall. And then add my water hydration pack on top, and you don't even see it. So oftentimes I had to tell racers that I was an ultra coming in, just for them to move aside and let me do the obstacle. However, a pro, something Spartan did really well, this medal, fantastic design compared to last year. Love this medal. Spartan, you nailed it on the head on this one. Love it. Another medal that we got for the Trifecta or the Ultrafecta this weekend, it's the spinny medal. Love it. Great design. Something that I wish that Spartan would have done, and minor critique for positive criticism, is last year we had the name of the venue on the lanyard itself, like Mont-Tremblant, Quebec. This year it's just your generic lanyard, so it doesn't tell you where you achieved your Trifecta weekend. So I'd recommend Spartan, if you're listening, go back with the lanyards that have the venue specific names on them. Much appreciated by the racers. And overall, that's my critique of it. The venue was great. If I had to score it on a score 1 to 10 for Spartan races, I would give it easily a 9 out of 10. All my little tiny gripes, they're not enough to break the venue. Fantastic venue. I love Spartan. I will always race with Spartan Canada. Fantastic people working there. Love the team. I hope to see you on your next race. Please let me know in your comments what you think about my critique, and let me know if there's something else we can do. Oh, one last thing. The results online this time around, for some reason, are completely messed up. So that's another little critique I would have, and it's a computer system. I get computer problems all the time at work as well. But for example, my ultra is still not figuring under my Spartan Canada profile. I've reached out to customer service. They've already responded. They're aware of the issue. They're working the problem out. However, from seeing online posts, this problem is rampant, not just on the Ultra or the Beast, on all races this weekend. There seems to have been a severe computer issue. So that needs to be fixed and rectified. Spartan's working on it. I'm confident that they'll get a fix for it. But that is one little critique from this weekend. That didn't go without a hitch. However, overall, great venue, great people. We'll be there again, already registering for next year's Ultra. Hope to see you on the course. Stay strong. Aru!